Rob, we'll start.
Hey, Boy Manning here. Welcome to a practice edition of the Garden Report. Celtics Heat get underway tomorrow, and Robert Williams is going to stay in the starting lineup according to Joe Mazzulla today. You will once again see Al Horford, Rob, Tatum Brown, and Marcus Smart with Derek White off the bench. A intriguing move, one that doesn't come as a huge surprise given the massive success that turned out to be. Joel Embiid told me after the series that was the key adjustment, going to that alignment, and the net ratings were just through the roof. I think close to plus 30 total advantage between Game 6 and Game 7 in those Rob minutes. And those two hit it off right away. Loved the big-to-big passing early in Game 7 that got the Celtics a big basket. Put Horford in more of a playmaking position, I thought, sometimes. And defensively, with Rob in the middle, playing off a less dangerous offensive player, roaming. That's the formula to last year's success. The players loved it. The Sixers struggled against it, and it brought the team back to defense, which through their ups and downs offensively late in that series they needed. Two back-to-back performances where the Celtics held Philadelphia to under 100 points. Love that, and not something many teams did to Philadelphia at all this year when you go back and look at the numbers. Celtics almost matched the amount of time other teams succeeded in doing that this year. So I'm not surprised at all that they're going in this direction. The question is, will it work? Rob, you have to think he'll either be on Kevin Love to start games or Caleb Martin throughout the flow of games. Two guys who can hit threes. PJ Tucker could too, but you didn't worry about the volume with him, and I don't think he was comfortable with the ball in his hands the way Love. And sometimes Martin can be. I think you'd prefer to have him on Martin, but the Heat have started Love in these games, who didn't shoot great last round.
CLNS Media's Celtics coverage is brought to you by FanDuel. New customers get a no-sweat first bet up to $1,000. That's bonus bets back if your first bet doesn't win.
That's going to be how long this lasts for the Celtics. Does that scheme start getting hit by the backside threes? I think Love's capable of defeating that scheme, along with the Heat ball movement against what's going to be more or less a drop in the middle of the defense. Celtics want teams to shoot that mid-range, or is Jimmy Butler going to make them pay? Celtics able to fight over screens. Those are the kind of things that, again, that get the Celtics away from that alignment, but they're not using it the whole game. It's more of a tone setter to start games, start halves. So there's not really a huge downside or commitment to using it. The question is, do you double down? I guess the second question is, do you double down on those big men minutes? No Grant Williams in Game 6 or Game 7 to alleviate either one of those big men. Rob in particular, how sustainable is this run where he's playing close to 30 minutes a game? That's the real adjustment the Celtics made. As much as starting him, they ran Rob extra minutes in these games. They maximized his time on the floor by playing him next to Horford to start each half. So how long will Rob last? That's the question on either end of the floor.